Happy birthday, fellow Pisceans. Happy birthday to my February Pisces and my March Pisces. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your plans are, okay? But just, shout out to my fishes. So we're going to do a love and general reading for you. This is for March 2023. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers, whatever. Even if you're just passing by, you fancy being a Pisces for the day. So let's take a couple of cards and see what energy we're bringing into the month. Okay. Oh. Thank you for all your comments about the glittery library, by the way. I just love it. Every single Pisces, I love the influx that I got. It was like, yes, take me to the glittery library with the secret trapdoor. Leave me there with a bottle of wine or some chocolate. I'll get on with it. Very, very Piscean. Oh, 2 6s. Very nice. Let's have a looky-see. What I'll do as well, Pisces, because I did this before and it went down really well, I'm going to do just a little 3-card pick a card reading at the end of this video. So stay tuned, and then I'm going to do pick 1, 2 or 3 major arcana card for my lovely Pisceans. Okay. So, Pisces, 6 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords is all, she's in a boat and she's on the sea, which of course we love as Pisceans. And I can't help but noticing these are very Neptunian colours. Not necessarily associated with Pisces, either of these cards. But we have our Neptunian colours. We've got that jadey green, that sea kelpie green, lovely Piscean kind of blendedness going on. And this is the way I loved it when you commented on the library. So please comment as well on how Pisceans move away from something. Because my personal thought, and I'm a Pisces sun with Pisces rising. I'm just turning my heater up here. My personal thoughts on it are that, and I would say actually that February Pisces do this slightly differently to March. I would say that Pisceans are a bit like the sea, as in when the sea decides to take a turn, make a move, in other words, to change tide or current or whatever it is, you don't really notice it happening. Like sometimes you're walking on the beach and all of a sudden, have you ever done this? You get cut off. It's terrifying. I have done it. You get cut off and you just think, well, where did that come from? But it was slightly gradual. That's 2 words together. Yeah, everything is it's gradual is what I'm trying to say. And the same thing happens when the tide goes out. It doesn't just go out in, out. It kind of mooches off, okay? And as a Piscean, that's how you generally move away from something you don't want, or even how you change a situation that you're in. There's this very gradual process, and you will find that the universe treats you this way. It gives you sort of murky opportunities to sidestep or to disappear or to sort of fold a situation into itself. Do you know what I mean? This is a reading just for you Pisceans, because I could not speak like this to another star sign, because they'd be like, who is this crazy lady talking about folding the universe and folding the sea? But as a Piscean, when you want to get out of a situation, when you want to move on, when you want to improve, when you want your life to look up, you do this process of spreading out and sort of getting away and disappearing. And then what happens is things morph around you. Their behaviour will change, and what's going on will simply melt away. The obstacles will start to disappear. It's a very, very Piscean way of behaving. And as the 12th sign of the zodiac, I personally think when you get into alignment with this energy, the universe rewards you. That is the reward card. Now, bog standard meaning it rewards you with money. Let's just get down to it. Something that Pisceans, physical money, and money for money's sake is not a Piscean thing, but entrepreneurship and the energy of money is a Piscean thing. So this is about, it could be about your career, it could be about how you make bank, literally. For some of you, this could be emotional, about how you make the emotional bank happen, how you move to a situation that is giving more to you than it is taking away. And think of yourself always as the sea, Pisces, because as you give, things will be taken, and as you take, things will be given. It's a very, you're like, it's like breathing underwater. I know you can't breathe underwater, but that is the contradiction, okay? It's going to be one of those readings today, Pisces. Okay, so this is the energy that we're coming in with. Let's have a look at love life and, yeah, let's have a look at love life actually. If you get to the end of the video and it does resonate, Pisces, there will be an extended as ever. And that will be the first link in the description box underneath the video. In that video, in the extended reading, we get even more Piscean, we go nuts. I do a lot of channeling. I do how do they feel about you, looking at the relationship, the person, and just taking it more personally, as in a more personal direction. More channeling, more digging. Oh, hello. And yeah, getting a little bit more wild about it. Very interesting. The Four of Pentacles. Do I open my purse? That's the Four of Pentacles. Or do I keep it closed? This is, I love this lady with her purse. It's like, nope. Okay, what else do we need to go with the Four of, Pentacles? Ooh. The World. And let's have one more. This is for love life, by the way. We're looking at love. Love cards. Nope, not that one. God, you may have trouble deciding about love relationships this month. There may be a lot of different options, but you may also just have trouble pinpointing your own kind of feelings about it. Because I'm just getting a sense of the card. Ooh, hello. The cards not being able to choose themselves a little bit, which I get when there's a little bit of indecisiveness. And again, I would be careful about labeling your behaviour as indecisive as a Piscean, because Pisceans don't make decisions in the same way as other star signs. You don't go yes or no. You don't move up to a point where you think, well, now I've decided. There's always 100 decisions and revisions, as T.S. Eliot said, in any Piscean move. You know, you're almost, and I always think of a Piscean like this, like a kaleidoscope, that whatever you're doing, there's a refraction of, and it's just think of fish scales, and just think of bait balls, and how all that flashing of silver and those different rainbows in all of these tiny scales. Everything you do, Pisces, and we've got this in this World card, has a kind of quantum feeling about it as a Piscean. You could just as easily not do it. And that's why you have a reputation, which of course is true when we're not in our finest hour, of not sticking to things. But I don't think it's because Pisceans are lazy. I would say that, wouldn't I, being a double Pisces, but I really don't. It's just not the way that Pisces does it. And please weigh in the comment section, because I love it when you weigh in the comment section about this. I think you are moving towards a goal in the only way that a Piscean can, and in the only way that water does, you know, gradually, with an ebb and a flow and a tide. And here it is, a cycle. You're ending one cycle at the moment. You're ending a cycle. You may have been overgiving to something or somebody. You may have been overcompensating, people pleasing, all of those things that, again, Pisceans are very famous for. Putting out too much energy towards something. So this could be your workplace. It could be that you have been sort of having many heads. I'm getting like a hydra. You know, where you have many heads and you've got your finger in many pies and you're able to sustain loads and loads of information for loads of different people, but you're not being maybe remunerated for it, not paid enough, not appreciated enough. And again, it may be with that Four of Pentacles that you consider whether you're going to cap your services or not. And obviously this is a decision for you to make. Again, on a macro scale, this is happening around the world, especially in the UK, in a lot of caring professions, which would be considered quite Piscean, like nursing, for example. There's a strong element of people who would be considered never to withdraw their services, withdrawing their services, but for almost kind of humanist reasons, okay? So think of yourself in this in terms of your own personal life. Where do you need to snap shut on the purse? And maybe you already have. It's Sun in Capricorn here, which blends very nicely with Pisces. But Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is a planet of really good boundaries. Very opposite to Neptune and Jupiter that rules Pisces, which are planets of nebulous and expansion and swish. Capricorn here, as we've got it, is very clear about what they will do, what they won't do, what they're getting paid for, what they're not getting paid for. And this emotionally or financially, and this is your love life here, is going to crop up for you. So if you're single and you're looking at meeting somebody this month, you're going to go into it, and I don't think it would be a bad thing, very much with a view to how is the transaction of this relationship going to work? Because, and this could also be for you if you're already in a relationship. Pisces is very good at the love story. Obviously, it's one of the most romantic, if not the romantic sign of the zodiac. But at the same time, what needs to, because that may have been how you were. If we look here, we've got the world and the moon, which is causing almost like an orbit situation. I do not understand orbits. I'm just going to say that straight away. But it just feels like, I mean, this is like the most Piscean card in the world, isn't it? I love this card. So you've got the moon, you've got this sinking down, you've got a feeling of becoming real, Ouroboros, the snake that eats itself, a cycle. And the cycle is Four of Pentacles, which is where do I stay open and where do I close? The biggest decisions Pisces will ever make are around that topic. Where do I stay open and where will I close? Because your tendency is that your door is always open. Your emotional door is always open. That you're kind of like the sea. It's always there and it's always open, and it can be abused. It can be, there's great pleasure that can be had from it, but it can also, people can just tip stuff into it. So there's something here about finding your space in a relationship, whether that's a new relationship or whether it's already established, finding your power. And also there's something here about what is not known, because the moon, of course, is the card of mystery. It's lunar energies, borrowed light. Only comes out at night. You can't see by it in the same way that you can see by the sun. And it's yin energy. It's a yin card. Obviously the sun being the yang card. So the sun would externally show you stuff. The moon maternally hides it. Okay. Oof, Pisces. I'm getting excited about your reading. It's so very Piscean, and it is your birthday month. And those of you, oh my God, goosey goosebumps. Goosey goosebumps, Pisces, what have I just pulled? Can you guess? Pause the video, leave me a comment, guess, okay? And then come back. The sun. Do you know what's weird? And it won't be weird if you are a Piscean too, which most of you will be. When I was talking about that the moon is that borrowed light and that the sun is the yang card, I had one of those weird intuitions that you get in the sort of far away annals of my mind. It went, you're going to pull the sun card. And I just thought, I didn't think anything because it's not in my thinking consciousness. It was my intuition. And here it is. So when we get the sun and the moon like this, I think eclipse. And the first eclipse this year is on the 20th of April. So whack that in the diary, okay? Whack that in. I mean, no Piscean usually actually has a diary. But if you did, and I have a moon diary, then whack it in the diary, okay? If you have a moon diary, it's already going to be in there. Which is probably why I have one, so I don't have to remember anything. Yeah, it's the 20th of April. I'm just trying to find it on here because it always has a page with the eclipses. Total solar eclipse. Look out for that. And I think around that time, I'm just going to see. It's at 29 degrees Aries. Oof. Oof. 29 degrees Aries, close to the North Node in Taurus, with Pluto in square aspect to the nodal axis of Scorpio Taurus, and Mars, ruler of this new moon, in square to Chiron. Jesus. Wow. Okay, look out for that. Because whatever this situation is at the moment, Pisces, I feel like there's going to be an opening up process around the time of the 20th of April. And I'll bet you as well that there is something to do with, yep. So very nice. Yeah, we're very close to changing signs, aren't we then as well? So I feel like it's got something to do with that. Yeah, on the same day, the sun enters Taurus. Ooh. Big bird fight going on, Pisces. This is going to be big for you. Wow. We've gone all a bit Hitchcock here. Okay, Pisces. Now then, could be dealing with a fire sign, some of you, because obviously the sun, oh, what's going on out there? The sun represents fire signs, Leo in particular, Aries and Sagittarius. It could be that things do come to a head, because honestly, the birds don't normally behave like this outside my window. God. There's about 9 of them, 9 blackbirds. Well, there could be, oh God, what are they called? I don't know. Anyway, cripes. If any of you have birds as like your spirit animal or signs, take note, please. Now, sun and the moon is the eclipse. So note the eclipse energy. Something's going to open up for you around that time. It could be very exciting. I like the energy of it. It could be a very dynamic relationship shift. Okay? Woof. What do we need to know about what's hidden and what's open here, please, for Pisces? What's hidden and what's open? What do we need to know? Oh my God. Pisces, you go and get the death card right next to the sun. We've got the sun, the moon, the death card. So Scorpio energy, something very deeply hidden. Some of you are in a relationship where there is something that has not been talked about that you kind of want to talk about, or you can feel maybe a hunch about it as a Piscean and you want to get it off your chest. God. When you get the Scorpio card, there is something very deep. Obviously, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but more importantly, it's about something emerging from the bottom of the depths of consciousness. Woof. And sometimes it can be what they would call the zeitgeist of your relationship. That there is a certain energy that comes together with you and this person. And that for some reason this energy gets released to be dynamic. And the relationship can actually spark and open up and catch light, you know. Literally catch light. And it's been in the dark. Some of you, if you're in a secret relationship or a relationship that's very underground or hasn't really spoken its name, or you're just kind of seeing each other but there's no name for it, that's going to come out into the light. Also, for a few of you, and I'll take a card on this, there may be a secret buried within a relationship. And this could be a romantic relationship, or it could be like a family relationship. There's a secret buried that speaks its name. Okay, and that's channeled and it's giving me chills. Woof! God. Okay, that one. Nice. That's nice, actually. 2 4s here. Like this stability in the middle. It's like a tent pole, you know, holding up the reading. 4 of Swords. Find your place. Pisces needs this. You know you do. We are kings and queens of loungewear. The elasticated trouser. I always joke as well, soft furnishings. Pisces rules soft furnishings. I've got my fluffy hot water bottle. Things that are fluffy, things that are velvety, duvets, quilts, blankets, scatter cushions, all of those things, soft jumpers, very, very Piscean and cozy. And there's a need for you to get very Piscean and cozy about your situation and to find a homing spot within it. Because there will be some sort of, you know, when you get a bit of a seismic shift like there is here, there will be some flare-ups and flares down. Sounds like a trousers advert. And there's a need for you, when you have locked on here with your 4 of Pentacles, as to how much you're willing to give this situation and how much you're willing to not give to this situation, to find your place within it. Because this kind of changes your place. Whereas before, I think you were accommodating, now it's moving more towards you accommodating yourself, but looking for others to accommodate you. Gosh, Pisces. Let's have a couple more cards and I'm going to do a little pick a card for you, Pisces. In the extended reading, I'm going to look at what's going on with your person of mystery, because for some of you there's a person of mystery. I'm also going to look at how do they feel about you and what is hidden in that hidden depths down there. Okay, we're going to dig, woof! We're going to dig further. I bloody love that you got that card though. Some of you definitely dealing with a fire sign or somebody who has quite a lot of energy, you know, that you could be into receiving from this person. Look at that though, it's lit. We were talking about this. Suddenly, a situation, a person, it gets lit. This is Aries energy, so look for the time of Aries, which is of course at the end of the time of Pisces. So around the 20th of March to the 20th of April when we have that eclipse. That run up for you is spectacular. Spectacular, fishes. 3 of Cups, taking a relationship to the next level. I call this taking your love to town because it's where the private 2 of Cups becomes more of a public thing. It represents things like +1s, you know, meeting the parents, just things becoming more, stepping up a level. And they are not half stepping up a level, they're stepping up a lot. Okay, Pisces, so I'm going to do you a little pick a card. I'm not going to do a formal thing here. We're just going to put 3 cards down. So choose 1, 2 or 3, okay? And we'll just have a look at those. Woof! Okay. I'm going to do it off the top like this because that's what I'm feeling. I don't always do that. And I don't do reversals in these either. So look, got my own little numbers. I cut those out myself, Pisces. So I'm not going to timestamp it. We don't need to. It's just a quick look. Just take you in the right direction, okay? Because this can be a little personal question of your own. So get ready. Don't overcomplicate it, okay? And have your question ready. Let me turn my heater down. And, you know, if you are drawn to more than one, that's fine as well. And then we'll see. So, number 1. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh. Number 1, you get the Hermit. Virgo energy. And again, that's Cerberus, the 3-headed dog that's represented here with the Death card. Scorpio energy, Virgo energy for this one. There's something here about somebody who's been hiding or missing, or just unavailable to you becoming more visible. Okay, they're going to become more visible, especially in the run up to the 20th of April. They're going to be coming out of their shells. So some of you might be dealing with Scorpio or Cancer. They're coming out though. They're coming out of hiding for you. Okay. I will also look into that in the extended reading. That's a very interesting, because I get that your person is kind of hiding in this reading a bit too. Oh, wow. Number 2. Okay. Yay. Number 2. This is about the sun. This is energy coming into you that was missing before. Also, you may be dealing with a fire sign, but also this is about revelations, the revelation of a secret, because it's going from moon to sun. So it's going from night to day. Okay, it's being exposed. And I rather like the energy of what they have to say here. I'll also look at that in the extended reading as well. All 3 of these cards I'm going to use in the extended. I'm going to take clarifiers for them too. Woo! Number 3, we get the Magician. You may be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also it's number 1. It feels like you are going to come very much into your power, number 3, and you're going to have the ability to be able to write, manifest, or speak a situation into real life. That's what the Magician does. As above, so below. The things that you desire and the things that you have inside become outside and external, and you get the ability to make them happen. Oh, Pisces, right, okay. I'm going to go do the extended. I'm going to include clarifications of these 3 cards and all the other cards. How do they feel about you? What's going on with your person? Thank you for joining me. Leave me any comments about being a Pisces, because I love every minute of it. See you soon, fishies. Namaste.